Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. And this is our special, amazing, fabulous Broadway special brought to you by Mistress Miriam.
Oh, thank
And
you.
you just heard Hunter Foster with Suddenly Seymour. And we started off with John Rubinstein with Corner of the Sky. Let's go to Hunter Foster for 500. Music by Alan Menken out of Ridgefield, Connecticut.
I know Alan Menken. Oh, he's one of the greats. Um, I mean, first of all, I love Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop of Horrors opened off Broadway in 1982 and then went to Broadway eventually. And Alan Menken, one should know, is one of the 21 EGOT recipients, and
Oh,
that
wow.
is yes, that is someone who has won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony.
Ooh.
So there's only 21 of them on the planet, and Alan Menken is one of those. He wrote Little Shop of Horrors. He wrote The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin. So he did those Walt Disney movies. Um, and then, for stage, he did Newsies, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, Home on the Range, and he's just quite prolific. And he's collaborated with a lot of lyricists, including Howard Ashman, who did this, Tim Rice, who's fabulous, Stephen Schwartz, David Zippel, who did City of Angels, Glenn Slater, and I mean, and Lin-Manuel Miranda, who we've already talked about. Lin-Manuel Miranda's worked with a lot of people, but Suddenly Seymour is by far one of my favorite romantic duets. And let me tell you,
Between a man and a plant.
no, this is between a man and a woman. The
Oh,
plant
okay.
does not sing this song. This is with Seymour, and Seymour is this kind of schlub, and Audrey, she's a hot number, and she's going out with the wrong kind of guy who's the dentist, who's into sadomasochism. And Seymour works at the plant store and he's schlubby, but she realizes he's such a nice guy and he respects her, which the dentist doesn't. And they have this romantic connection. And boy, can she belt it out, let me tell you. Whoever is going to play Audrey has got to have a big voice.
I think you could do that. I think you could be Audrey.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I always wanted to play Audrey. I never saw a live production of Little Shop of Horrors. There's a great film version of it, which everyone should see. And thank you. Oh my God, Mark. Oh, Mark.
Next time it's in the area, we got to go.
Well, next time it's in the area, we got to go. Or maybe you'll produce the show, and I'll play Audrey.
There you go.
And we started off with John Rubinstein singing Corner of the Sky from Pippin. And this is the original cast recording from 1972. And it was written by the great Stephen Schwartz, who also lives in Ridgefield, Connecticut. And I wonder if he and Alan Menken, like
Carpool down to New York.
to like go, to the theater. And this, of course, is the famous production that Bob Fosse directed on Broadway. Stephen Schwartz is one of the greats. He wrote Godspell and, of course, Pippin. He's, kind of all the rage right now because he also wrote Wicked, which was just made into a movie musical.
Oh,
Yes, directed by John M. Chu and it's starring Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. Many of you have probably seen it. It's a terrific film. You should go and see it if you haven't. It's like nominated for all sorts of everything, and it's just fabulous. What can I say? This musical was really groundbreaking. Somewhere streaming, there is a filmed version of the original production
wow.
of Pippin. Like it's a film of the staged play. And a little warning, it's like a little dated to the modern eye to go and, to watch it. And there have been many versions since. but it's got like a great 70s vibe to it. And Corner of the Sky just a fantastic song.
Is there something about this song or Pippin that is special with you, other than as opposed to playing something from Wicked, which is more current?
Well, I was in Pippin
Oh,
college. Yes, I was.
did you have
But
the long stockings?
did I have the long stockings? I play Pippin's mother. No, it's not Pippi Long Stockings. It's Pippin.
Oh, okay.
He was yes. He was the emperor's son, the Holy Roman Emperor. He was this show starred Ben Vereen on Broadway.
Ooh,
And Ben Vereen basically played the devil. It was a show about a traveling group of actors, who had hats and tricks and all sorts of stuff. And they played out this story of Pippin, who was the emperor's son, and it was about being great and glorious and, what does life mean, and what are you willing to do to be great, to be special? And in the play, there's this talk about the finale, and if he's really going to be great, he's going to set himself on fire because that would be a great finale. Even though
yeah.
you die, that would bring down the house. Everybody would remember that, but instead he settles for love, which is yeah, that's the theater. For Bob Fosse, at the time, Vietnam was going on, and there are scenes that take place out on the battlefield, and Fosse was very interested in exploring those ideas of like war and the grotesque nature of it and humor. And I mean, Fosse, he won the Tony Award for Best Director and Best Choreographer for Pippin. It was just a massive hit. Uh,
Cool. I
yeah,
think I want to watch it now.
you should watch it. It's fun. I'll come over. We'll have milk and cookies, and we
And
can have
popcorn and yeah.
whatever, whatever we want.
So, what do we have coming up next?
Okay, coming up next, we're going to be hearing a song from Merrily We Roll Along. But before that, we're going to be starting out with Michael Rupert singing from Falsetto Land. What more can I say?